Now, bear with me, okay? Because we have a lot going on and I haven't been on here in a while. So, I got a quick story for y'all, right? Okay. So, shout out to everybody on Instagram right now because I'm also on that platform. Shout out to Periscope. Put them hearts in, keep pushing them hearts. Shout out to YouTube. You already know what it is. Child. Okay, I know y'all was tired of that wig, so I had to get some new stuff. Okay, my birthday was this past weekend, the day after Valentine's Day, and you know it is what it is. So you know I had to get something new. What's up, Steven? We up in here. So I got a little story for y'all. Okay, shout out to all my servers that are out there. And if anybody has never been a server, I want to tell y'all right now, there's we are bipolar. Okay, so I had this situation recently. Let me know if the audio was good, if the weave is looking good. Put the hashtag CB man. Please subscribe if you have not to the channel CHYNA BLA Let me know if the sound is good. So I had to do my hair, child. Okay, it ain't the best for all the real stylists out there. It ain't the best. I don't know how to do all that cutting and all that. I try to give me a little baby you don't know. You know, for everybody who don't know that what that is basically when Aaliyah say, "Baby, you don't know what you do to me," and she got that little swoop going on. So anyway, so let me get into this story. So I'm at work, right? Because now I'm back to doing this server thing, 283 an hour. I'm not doing the whole, banquet serving or whatever the case may be. So I go up to this table and I'm doing my little spread, my little spill, right? And I'm like, welcome to blah 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 blah. Can I get y'all something to drink? And this dude, okay, this guy is like, I don't know, maybe 80 years old. He shushed me, y'all. Well, he tried to shush me. Okay. I'm talking and he's like, shh, stop talking. When I tell y'all, it took everything in me to not lose my mind. So I've been doing this servant thing for almost a decade now. Okay. And when I tell y'all, I have seen a lot of different situations happen. I've seen people fight at restaurants and things like that, but I have never in my life had somebody shush me like I was their slave. So as I'm saying, I said, so you want me to be quiet? You want me to shut up? Okay. So then I go to the lady and I said, can I get you a beverage, ma'am? Like it really took everything in me not to lose my mind. Like, can you imagine somebody trying to shush you in the middle of talking as if they own you? It was so disrespectful. It was so disrespectful. Okay. Like I can't even it was the worst feeling ever. So that's one of the stories that I just wanted to give. Um, and I just feel like, people don't know what we go through as servers. Okay, people don't understand that it's a lot to go up to these tables every single day. It's a lot to go up to people that we don't know and serve them and give them the best service that we can. And people treat you like trash. Like I really couldn't believe that he really tried to shush me. And if I didn't have the experience that I have in serving for all of these years, I really could have lost my mind. Like you really tried to shut me up. You're tripping, dude. Like you're really tripping. What's up, everybody coming in? Is the makeup looking good? Is the hair looking good? It's your girl Chyna Blakk CB man. So we're gonna go on to the next topic because I feel like I want to talk about this Big Sean interview because I feel like it was very informative. It was very long, first of all, and I don't think we're going to be able to cover the entire interview because I only watched like an hour, child. Okay, so but it was some good points that I feel like Big Sean covered. I feel like it was good for him to do the interview with Joe Budden because Joe Budden is actually one of those interviewers that actually lets the interviewee take the lead. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of times where people talk over other people and make them feel like they can't get out what they need or they can't go back to a topic that that they really wanted to discuss. So I think that it was really good for him to do his interview with Button on the pull up. So he talked about a lot of different things, man. Like if y'all haven't seen it, check it out on YouTube. Y'all know it's probably everywhere. Some things that are trending is the fact that Janae, his girlfriend, blocked Joe Button, and he basically told Joe Button, you shouldn't have been talking all of that shit. Okay, so that's what's been trending. So you'll find a few of those videos floating around on Twitter and all these other places and things like that. But he really touched on a lot. Like, like I saw I don't know, just like a humbleness about him, or just like a emptiness, like he's still searching for something. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't know, y'all just got to look at the interview, and it seems like it's some things like you could tell that he really needs therapy. Does that make sense? So he talked about feeling blessed and being alive, and notice that he's been being distant as far as like his fans and things like that. He said he feels like time is moving faster as he's getting older, and he's we're talking about like, whereas though he's been doing this over a decade now. Finally Famous is going over, was about to have his 10-year anniversary, and he talked about how he used to vlog all the time and all of these things was his process, but he stopped uploading because he felt like he was giving out so much like motivational things to other people, but probably wasn't using his own advice for within himself. Does that make sense? Like he didn't feel like he felt like he was giving too much to others but not enough for himself. Like, how you could go through a situation or go through situations where you can give out as much motivation as possible, but you're not using what you're telling other people in your own life. Like you're not focusing on what makes you better or what you can do to change your life. So he said he still had the passion for music, but not the passion for life anymore. And I'm like, dude, like, are you depressed? Like, that was my thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you feeling like, but I get that because I can see you putting so much into whether it's a job, a hobby, something that you love doing, and time is going by so fast that you miss the important things. Like all the material things you could buy over and over, but that's just temporary. You get what I'm saying? But to have those things like that aren't material, like your family, your kids that you wake up to every day, or people around you that really make you happy, those are the things that you can't just buy. Those are the things that really really matters. You get what I'm saying? So he talked about having a gun and how he used to just be walking around with it, and he felt like he just like he just was giving up. I'm just like, bro, like does nobody, like he said he was feeling over it, walking around with a gun, like even though he bought this big old house that was like his dream house, but he still was feeling empty inside. You know what I'm saying? So then Joe Budden was asking him like, well, is there anybody that you could talk to about it? Did anybody notice, da da da? And he didn't say Janae's name. Like that's what kind of stood out to me. Like even though he said other people around him, they noticed it and stuff like that. But I wonder if though, like if she was one of those people who he confided in. You get what I'm saying? Like it was, I don't know, man. Like that shit, he just said so much in this interview that I was like, bruh, like, yeah, like you definitely need therapy. So what else did he say? Joe had really good questions. Like I said, he let him take the lead. He said, his okay, so when he said he was feeling over it or whatever the case may be, he also talked about his relationship being rocky with his mom, and saying, telling her like he don't want her in his life, and things like that. And I can understand that too. Like sometimes, like again, you go through things, and there's so much going on around you, and people might do just the smallest things, and it just piss you off, and you like, I don't even want you around me no more. Like you can't even fathom why I'm mad and shit like that. But that's another story for another day. So then he talked about how they were talking about he was saying how the label, like he's one of those people that write his music. So he's doing all of these songs, but then he started losing again for the love for it. So then Joe Button starts talking about how the creators are the fucking superheroes, bro. When I tell you that part alone stood out to me, because I'm like, bruh, that's some real shit. Like that's real. Like people don't understand the mindset that we have, or just being an artist, or being somebody that who is creative, like what we see or what we write that nobody else would think of, because of it being our own identity, our own vision of what we see and what we put on paper, what we can put on paper. Like, oh my God, that shit, man, y'all, like all my people that who are musicians, y'all understand what I'm talking about as far as just being creative in general. Like that was some real shit, saying how we are superheroes, because again, him writing all of his music, sometimes you can't get in the mode. If I'm not happy, I can't talk about being happy. If I have talked about everything that I have done and have said and have, have given out to other people, sometimes your brain, you can't think about everything. Sometimes you just want to chill. So to have the label being like, I need this album, I need that, I need this in the time frame, like that will fuck you up. That will have you feeling like, yo, it's never enough for people. I got to do this and I got to do that. And then I got to make my family happy. Then I got, I'm paying bills over here. I'm doing this and I'm doing it. Like that shit will drive you crazy, bro. Like, again, it made me look at some certain things from a different perspective, because I'm like, yes, I love doing what I do, right? But what if I get to a point where I start doing so much of outside things, whether it's video editing or rapping or all these different things, and I'm losing out on my kids' childhood as they grow up. Just the little things, just the simple things that made me fucking think of. You feel what I'm saying? How that just can change your entire perspective of something, of being like, bruh, yes, I want to be a superstar. Yes, I want the fame. But when it come, damn, then I got to worry about the protection of my children, how they're going to be seen because I'm known. And how that might have, like, bro, like it blew my mind, bro, because we talking about, again, these artists, and the labels don't care about them, their mental health or none, no bullshit like that. All they care about is their money and their business. Like, the more I go to school and I learn about, because now I'm doing goddamn management concepts and sociology, so I'm just like, just learning just how it really works. Like, these people, you can have these people doing shows and doing interviews and all this shit Big Sean is saying, doing all these interviews and all of that, it will tire you out. Like, some of these people aren't sleeping. How do you get through all of this and then wonder why you're losing your mind? Because there's not enough time in the day for you to take care of every goddamn body. Take care of everybody. And you're constantly doing these songs and doing these shows. And, like, again, it's not common or it's not normal to be on a plane 7 days out of a week, 6 days out of a week, whatever. That's not normal. That's not okay. Yeah, you got athletes that do it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's all about a fucking business, yo. It's all about the money at the end of the day. No matter what position you're talking about. Against somebody like Big Sean, with all that he has, him still in this house, or you know what I mean, around these people, and feeling like I'm not myself, or it's still not safe for me. You just never know with people. That's fucking scary. That's scary, bro. What y'all thoughts on it, man? Like, let me look more at my notes. Like I said, for me, I didn't really get through the whole interview. Let's see. So he also talked about the cosign. He was talking about the cosign isn't always like a secure backend. So he was talking about how he met Kanye when he was in high school. So, but the other people that was signed to Good Music, Joe Budden, like, I don't know who the motherfuckers was when y'all did Decipher. It was like, oh yeah, this is Big Sean, and then these other rappers that's with Good Music. So Big Sean was saying, like, everybody's path is everybody's path. Even though these people were signed to Good Music, the back end isn't always secure, because half of these people, some of these people got shelved. They never got heard. You feel what I'm saying? But I had to do what I had to do to rise above all of that shit. So again, that's all about the grind, and you really putting your all into something on what you want to do. For him to talk about how he did his vision board, he always wanted to sign to Good Music. He always wanted to be with Kanye. He always wanted this house and all of that. And still, and still be at a point where you feel like it's not a satisfaction. Like, what else am I missing? It blew my mind. It blew my mind because there's so many gems being dropped in that interview. Y'all have to watch it. Like I'm telling y'all have to watch it and really like think of certain things. Like don't I'm all over the place, y'all, and I'm really sorry about it. I haven't gone live in a long time, and I'm just trying to get back on it. I did not listen to it, but I'm going to have to. Yes, please listen. Please go listen to it because he is really dropping some shit in there. Again, to have everything and then still be in a beautiful house that you always wanted and still walk around with a gun or just feel empty. Like again, it made me look at it from a totally different perspective because again, there's things that I want to do with my career, and then sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough to get there, and yada yada yada. But not realizing the blessings that I have right around me already, though. You feel what I'm saying? Already, though. To still have my children around me. He did an interview. Always drop gems. Love that guy. Yeah, man. Like it was 2 hours long. Now I ain't really get to. You can watch it on YouTube. It's on the pull up. Joe Button joint. I didn't get through the whole 2 hours, but I got through an hour and I was like writing my notes or whatever the case and being like I said, for me, looking at it like, yo, no matter how high you can get or know how, you know what I'm saying, how much money you have, it's still sometimes just the simple things that are missing. Whether it's your family, whether it's having children, he wants to have kids. Maybe that will bring more joy to his life once him and Janae had some goddamn kids because they freaky as all hell. Okay, that's a great relationship, child. Okay, but at the end of the day, like it does not equal happiness, yo. Like you really, sometimes you might get to it. He said he started losing like it wasn't the losing the love for music, it was for life. Like he felt like he missed so much. So goddamn much. Like I feel that way sometimes now. Like I'm like, yo, I do all this stuff. I be wanting to work my butt off. I be wanting to do all these different things. It's like my kids just growing up around me. Like it feel like I'm missing certain things. You know what I'm saying? But then even when I want to stay home with them, it's like I don't want to stay home. I want to work. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's never enough. And it's hard to balance what you need because you want the best for your kids. You want to show them they can do whatever they set their minds to and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be creative and still follow my dreams and show them that they can do the same thing. But in the same instance, like if we get to that point of having so much, do we lose the man? I'm sorry, y'all. It's just a lot. It's like, do we lose or do we neglect our children by trying to work so much? Because that shit happens in households anyway. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's about what you're willing to sacrifice. And that be the sacrifice, though. Like, what if you're sacrificing the time with your children to become something bigger than what you ever even expected, something bigger than you? Because again, it always go back to the business. They're not worried about your health. You need to get to these interviews. You need to sell this music. I need this music at this such and such time and da 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 da. You got to tour this time. So then that's taken away because you don't want to bring your kids on tour to see all of that's what's going on within this industry. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still trying to protect them. But yet there's still neglect there. And they looking at you like, well, I just wanted you to spend time with me. Crazy, man. I'm sorry. Let me get to y'all comments. I'm putting them up there. But again, please go watch that interview. Watching the interview showed me the difference between a toxic person and someone genuinely trying. Yes, yo, Joe had so many toxic moments in that interview. Oh well, like I said, I didn't even get to the whole thing, but I know he definitely stood up for his woman. But I feel like that was good to be with Joe, and Big Sean obviously can handle his own as a man. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. I fucks with Joe because he's honest or whatever the case may be. I don't know. It's certain things that got on my nerves. Like I couldn't stand the fact that when he battled what you call it, he dropped the mic. You bitch ass nigga gonna drop the fucking mic. Whatever. But then when they talk about Charlie Clips and all these other people, you dropped the mic. Nobody cares what you had to say. Um, that's the crazy part. Like if you're not going to do it, someone else will sacrifice what you want. Exactly. That's their choice. It isn't on you. It's that balance and what is important to you. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. I really think that y'all should check the interview out. I'll watch more of it. But again, for me, I feel like he was really dropping some gems, dog. Like he was talking that shit. Sean said it himself. I have a Rolex longer than I have relationships. I'm embarrassed to. Yeah, man. Like, okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for a person to let me go back to the notes real quick. Let me go back to the notes. For him to say that he don't have the passion for he started losing he noticed that he didn't lose the passion for music, but the passion for life, or it's for life itself. I'm like, bruh, like this dude isn't serious help. Like he definitely has been depressed, and you have everything, and yet you're still depressed. It just shows how many people are probably going through the same thing. It don't be about the money. You can have all the money and all the bitches and all, you know what I'm saying? All everybody banging with you, but then 1 minute they don't want to deal with you. And again, you're doing this for other people all the time. Like you start, oh yeah, he also said that they started trying to bring other writers in there and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you be starting looking like, bruh, like this ain't what I'm doing. This ain't how I feel. So it's like, what's my purpose? Why am I doing this? Yes, depression is real. Yes. Yes, it's very real. Like it's times now, like even recently, bro. Like I swear around this time, that's why I said bear with me, because every time around this time, bro, like I don't know, I guess it's because of my uncle dying. I always kind of say that, but I swear it just seems like I notice how shitty I feel every time my birthday come around. Every time my birthday come around, I feel fucking shitty, bro. I can have everything that I need. My bills be paid, rent, all of the other stuff. My family good. We all chilling, and yet I'm depressed as fuck. And I have been these last couple days. That's why I said bear with me, because like I literally just did my hair, and I ain't even my hair wasn't even done on my birthday. Like I waited to the next day and was like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? My birthday was the day after Valentine's Day. And it's crazy because my hubby's birthday is the day is Valentine's Day. So we celebrate everything the day before, which is the 13th. But the 16th is when my uncle died. And I always just remember feeling shitty as fuck like during this time. It's so weird. But again, there's times where I have my anxiety attacks and I go through my depression, like, and I don't even know why. Do you understand how frustrating it is? And maybe again, it's so much that you feel like you have to do that you to try to make things better for yourself, for your children. It's a fucking lot. It's a lot every single day. Um, all right. When is your birthday? Obviously, I just said February 15th. Time to make some sort of change, then, right? Uh-huh. I like to self audit myself and my goals. I'm gonna put y'all stuff up, okay? You were close to your uncle. Yeah, okay. So my uncle died when I was like maybe I think like around 8 or 9. But I say this because okay, I just remember him telling us or telling me and my cousins, my one of my cousins, that he would be back for my birthday. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I just always remember just that alone, him saying, him getting us together and him saying, I'm gonna be back for your birthday, da 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 da. They didn't find him till he died the 16th, but they didn't find him till like 2 weeks after that. So, and I don't know, again, like, I don't know if it's a subconscious thing. I don't know why around this time I just feel shitty. Like, it's weird. Women in the hair, I swear it. I could totally relate to that. That's cool. Try to remember that he's in a better place and more than likely he's watching over you. Of course, but I don't know. I guess because like even when I get older, around this time, I always start thinking about things like what if things would have been different if he was still alive? And like it's weird because it's not even like again, I wasn't as close to him as like my brother was. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, yo. Just something about it. Did they ever find out what happened to him? Yeah, I'd rather not, say what happened to him because I just rather not talk about it. Cause then I'll start getting into detail and then start getting sad all over again. So cause it's so much that I think about, like what like his past, what got him to where he was to even like I don't even want to start thinking about that. You said you study um physiology or sociology. Right now I'm studying sociology. It's like you've blamed yourself. No, it's not like I blamed myself. It's like I just remember it so goddamn clear. And I remember being at the funeral and looking at the obituary and noticing the fucking 16th. Even though it wasn't the 15th, it was like it was just so close to home. I don't know. You know, it's just certain things you'll never fucking forget. Never forget as a child, and then you remember it like vividly. It's like I don't know, bro. Like again, I'll never forget the obituary. I'll never forget how he looked in the casket, and it was like the nigga was sinking to some shit. Same thing with my grandmom, or no, it was like his face was like swollen and red. It was I don't know, man. It was just too fucking much for kids at that time. Like it was too much. Yes, I'm studying sociology because I'm going for my bachelor's degree in business and management. And I actually need to be doing my homework now, but I'll be having like a little time to talk a little bit. So, trying to get on here and talk to y'all for a little bit. That's why I said I'll yeah, I get it. Feel that way about my nephew passing. It was actually God's plan, but have to know that. Yeah, man. But you are also in music. Yeah, man. What up, Amor? Or I'm sorry I even said that because I hate nigga. When I tell y'all, I hate when I'm in somebody's live, bro, and I don't say nothing, even though you can see me, and they be like, "What up, CB?" I be like, "Bruh, why's you saying my name, bro?" So I apologize, Amor. I apologize, my nigga. But yes, I also am in music. I be holding a note with swag. Rapping was the first thing that I started doing. Trying to do more of like my video editing and just trying to go to school to get further my degree. Got my associates in journalism. So I do a little bit of that, writing articles. I can cover stories if I want to. I just fucking choose not to. I'd rather just talk about situations that's going on and get y'all opinion. That's what I'd rather do. I'd rather people not like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what to write, how to write it in a certain way. Goddamn, martini article inverted pyramid article. I don't feel like doing all of that. I don't want to do no I don't want to do no writing. I'd rather just talk shit. Pretty much. Peace to all. Keep doing your thing. What up, Dre Ski? You do a lot. Wow. Well, you got a fan. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Yeah, I do a lot. That's why I even was like so inspired by this interview, even though I was all over the place. I thank y'all for tuning in. It's your girl Chyna Blakk CB, man. And let me put the little banner up there because I've been playing with some shit. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Chinatown. You know what I'm saying? That's popping a little bit, right? I want to be able to change the colors. Let me go back to the comments. Yeah, man. I was hyped, wasn't I? I was hyped putting that banner up there. But yeah, I like StreamYard, man. I like this little joint to be able to talk to y'all on YouTube and Periscope at the same time. Make sure y'all putting those hearts in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. If you effing with a queen. I gotta get off of here because kids is back to school tomorrow. So put y'all comments in there. Let me know how y'all feel about the Big Sean interview. Make sure y'all go check it out. If I missed anything, please put it in the comments. Y'all know we can only get better as a community, as a YouTube community and things like that. Send the share this to y'all YouTube. I meant to y'all YouTube, to y'all Facebooks and all of that. The more we get the word out, the more I'll get more subscribers and stuff like that. And people start, figuring out who the queen is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get out of here. Again, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This your girl Chyna Blakk CB, man. Let me read a little bit more comments. Have a good, let me put these up. Have a good one. Keep your head up. Was the Big Sean interview yours? No, man, it was the pull up. It was your button joint. But yeah, go check that joint out on the pull up. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody on Periscope. Make sure y'all repost it on y'all Twitter and all that good stuff. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. CHYNA BLAKK. Got some new stuff coming out real soon. Make sure y'all follow all my folks. 8 more, 8MP. Got some new stuff coming out this year. Who else? BPM, you already know what it is. It's your girl Chyna Blakk, TCE, everything, TCE 215, the Commission Entertainment, and the Fortune Cookie. Check out all that good stuff, okay? Yeah, and I'm out of here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in again. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, but yeah, man. Welcome to Chinatown. Yeah, I'm saying Dre Ski. I mean, you see the joint going on at the bottom. You understand? I'm just trying out some stuff. Okay, so all right, I'm out of here because I'm still talking. Goodbye.